Hi, this is Newton. We are from Limited. This is our Hydra-Facial machine. This is called Alice water bubble machine. We have 7 probes in this. This is a Meso probe. It's like a gun kind of a thing where you can infuse the Meso solutions into the skin while doing your facial. Then we have an Oxygeno 2 probes. These are the 2 Oxygeno probes. This is for CO2 formation. You get the kit of Oxygeno, one kit like this, which has 6 capsules and 6 serum brightening gel. So this is the Oxygeno probe for CO2 bubbling. The Oxygeno RF probe for exfoliation and for making the skin little tighter. This is a plain RF probe for skin tightening. So you can, for any aged skin, you can use this probe. This is a Hydrafacial probe which comes with different tips like this, which are sterilizable. So you can sterilize this tip and fix it here. You get 3 different types of tips, like the plastic ones, the rubber ones, and this for a smaller area. You get even a tip with a diamond bud on it. So you can do a diamond polishing along with Hydra-Facial also. Then this is a hot and cold hammer. So the temperature can be, you can use it as a hot hammer also and a cold hammer also while doing the Hydra-Facial. And this is a serum spray. So you can infuse any vitamin C or any serum mixed with water in this, and you can infuse it while doing a Hydra-Facial. All these accessories we give you along with the Hydra-Facial machine. This is the Oxygeno kit, which has 6 ampules and 6 capsules for the Oxygeno thing. And this is the Meso solution. It has total 12 Meso solutions. And this is 3 bottles of Hydra-Facial solution. Then you get this pipe for Meso penetration. Different types of 3 needles with total 9 needles you get. 2 to 3 syringes, you get this Oxygeno cap, and you get this O-rings along with the machine. We are starting with RF, that is for the skin tightening of the machine. For that we have to use this probe, and this is the screen you will get. You have to select 2 MHz, that is a higher megahertz of RF. Mode, you should always keep it in a pulsative mode, and the intensity of the RF should be according to the client's comfort. So you can start from either 10 or 9, and then you can always ask patient about they will be feeling a little heat on the skin. So whatever heat they can tolerate, till that level we should go, and then do the entire procedure on the same intensity. Okay, so for RF, basically you have to use this probe, and you will be moving it in a circular motion, but it should be a very slow circular motions. Not like this. It should be a very slow, so that we are allowing RF energy to penetrate inside into the skin properly. You can use upward direction also is fine. So either circular motion or upward direction, but upward direction is better because it is the RF we are doing for skin tightening. So we can do it like this. We can do it on the face, on the cheek, on the neck also. We can do it even around the eyes also, like this. We can do it around the eyelid also, and forehead also. So these are the steps for the RF treatment, which we will be doing it for almost around 10 to 15 minutes. We'll be doing a Hydra-Facial. So for Hydra-Facial, we will select this screen and We will select Hydrafacial, so you get this screen. First we will be doing the cleansing. So cleansing, you have to select bottle number D. This is basically to clean the skin. We will start with intensity around 2 or 3. If the client is comfortable, you can increase it. If you get this thing, have you covered the lid? You should always say yes. And we will be starting it. Press start to start the treatment and moving it like this, upward direction. The probe should be 90 degree to the skin. So stretch it like this and take small passes like this. You can do it all over the face like this. This will even remove the blackhead and whiteheads also. And there will be a little water circulation along with this, which saline water we will be using it to clean the face first. Now we will with these 3 bottles. S1 is for exfoliating the skin, S2 is for the oil control of the skin, and S3 is basically has a vitamin C, it's for a glow. So we can fill this serum into all these 3 bottles, and whichever bottle you want to do it, you can select. Suppose if I want to do a exfoliation along with the cleaning, I'll be using A. The solution has been already filled. Intensity I can select as per my requirement of the skin. If the thicker the skin, intensity can be little more higher. If very sensitive or thin skin, intensity can be 1 or 2 is enough. And when we press start, it will start it. Again cleansing, the same thing will be used. You will see a water bubbling here also on the skin. Probe should be 90 degree and we have to cover the entire skin with horizontal and vertical strokes. And take small strokes. Don't try to take the bigger strokes. Take smaller strokes is better. Make sure you get enough liquid flow while you are doing this procedure. To increase or reduce the flow of liquid, you can change this. If you do this, the water flow will be reduced or increased. So this is the knob to increase or reduce the water flow. This is the knob to increase or reduce the water flow. Now we will be doing a warming of the skin. Basically we will be opening the pores. So whatever Meso solutions we will inject after this, we have already exfoliated the skin. Now we are warming up the skin so that the pores become more open and we can infuse the Meso solutions very nicely. So we come to this hot and cold flow where we have selected hot here. We have made the temperature to 44 and we will say start. This again you have to put it will give you a little warming on the skin. It is not going to be very hot. It is just a warming to the skin to open the pores. Put it in a circular motion or a upside and down motion. Just make sure that you cover the entire part of the skin. After warming up the skin and we have opened the pores after exfoliation with Hydrafacial, now we are going to use this Meso injector. This probe you can use it in 2 ways. Either you can infuse the syringe with a serum here and select the dosage and keep it, or you can directly put the wastage of serum will be there, and since you will be using all expensive serum, I would suggest that you can put it on the skin and move this. This will be a sound wave which will penetrate the Meso solution. So the skin comes on the sink, keep it on the pulsative mode. Intensity should be around 3 to 4 to start with, then according to the client's comfort you can increase or decrease it. Once I say start, serum on the face, so I will use it like this. Here you have to go very slow. Allow Meso solution to penetrate well into the skin. Go very slow. On always go in the upward direction. Now after infusion of the Meso product, we again go back to the hot and cold hammer, and we'll be using this hammer as a cold mode now, cold hammer, so that whatever solutions we have penetrated into the skin, we freeze them there, it stays there for a longer time and it gives you a nice effect. So here I have put it on the cold mode, temperature I have set it 1 and I have started again the circular motions and very slowly. Now here we are locking the solution into the skin, freezing it so it stays for a longer time. At the same time I am closing the pores which we had opened it by doing exfoliation and with hot hammer. So I am closing the pores here along with freezing of the solution. This will do it for 5 minutes. This Hydrafacial is, we'll be using a Hydra spray where we will be infusing water with either hyaluronic acid or vitamin E serum or vitamin C serum as per the requirement of the patient's skin, or you want to infuse any serum. But remember one thing, that this has to be mixed with water. You can't use them directly because if they are too oily and they might get jammed in this gun and the gun will stop working. So it always remember to mix serums in this with water, either saline water or a distilled water. Plain nice water, don't use any contaminated water. Say start and you can get the spray. It is a nice and cool feeling for the patient. They love this. It gives a nice glow if you are using a good product in this. Our entire face, it would take around 5 to 7 minutes. So this was a one kind of Hydrafacial what we can do with this machine. So we used RF, that was this probe, which would take around 10 to 15 minutes for the entire face. That would be for the tightening of the skin. Then we used the Hydrafacial, that is this probe. In Hydrafacial we did 2 steps. First the cleansing of the skin and then we used it with any of this Hydra solutions according to the skin. This would give a good glow and hydration to the skin. Then we did a cooling, before Hydrafacial, after Hydrafacial we did the warming of the skin to open the pores. That would take around 5 to 10 minutes for the entire face. After this we did the Meso solution penetration with this gun. That is again would take around 10 minutes. After that gun and Meso solution penetration to the skin, we did the cooling of the skin to close the pore and to freeze the product. And after that, the last step was the serum spray. So this was the one set of facial what we did with this Alice bubble machine of Numi Hydra, which gives a very good glow and hydration to the skin. So we saw one kind of a facial what we can do with this machine. Now there is a very important part of Oxygeno which is included in this machine. So now those 2 probes what we see, this is the first RF probe which comes with the Oxygeno kit. So we have to use this. This is the screen we will get. Again 2 MHz, pulsative mode, keep intensity start from 4 or 5. And according to the client's comfort, you can increase or decrease it. Thin layer of gel on the skin. And use this apply a thin layer of gel and move it in the upward direction or in a circular motion, but do a slow movements. This will warm up the skin also and it will do a little tightening effect to the skin. This we'll have to do it for almost around 15 minutes for the entire face. So you can divide it like 5 minutes on one side of the face, 5 minutes on the other side of the face, 5 minutes on the forehead. We can do it on the forehead also. And 1 or 2 minutes here and there. You can do the entire face for 15 minutes. If client is not feeling a warmth, you can increase or decrease as per the patient's comfort. Now we'll be using this Oxygeno kit here, the Pro. In the kit we have this scrubber which has to be used on one patient, You can't reuse it on the another patient, and this you have to discard it after you use it. So this is a one-time use scrubber. So you have to attach this. You have to attach that scrubber which comes out from here and attach it on this like this. Like this got attached here. You have this serum here, which is a new brightening serum to be used along with this. So we'll be using this serum along with this scrubber on the face. It's a serum on the skin already, and we'll be using this scrubber like this. You can see you have to use this on the entire face like this in a circular motion till this thing gets over. You have to completely do it on the face. You can even do it on the nose. Then you can do it the entire face like this. That white thing completely goes off from the probe. We will be putting this tip again on the probe, and this is a vibrator we'll be using on it. Same intensity, same everything. We just say start, vitamin C or anything also on this, and then we will vibrate the skin and give. This is the final step of this procedure. Apply a good serum here. This basically gives massage to the skin with vibration, this gives a nice massage to the skin which improves the blood circulation. You can use serum as well as gel if you want, but I would suggest serum because vitamin C serum will always help along with the blood circulation, and this thing will give a good glow to the skin. But if you don't want to use a serum and if you want to use a plain gel, it's perfectly fine.